Hello Leo, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Wright. For the supportive cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. As usual, I've already shuffled. Alright, so Leo, gotta be honest, it looks a little complicated here to start with. Let's dive in and find out what's going on. Your overall energy, 5 of Pentacles with the Judgment. So, I feel like this is kind of almost like a remorseful feeling, almost like coddling somebody or apologizing. And by taking control of the situation, you win out. Okay, that being said, let's find out what's going on. That's your overall. Alright, when you come when we go into this situation, alright. You got the Chariot with the 5 of Rods. So I feel like you're going right into it, whatever it is. And it's causing some issues, but I do feel like you win. You win whatever needs to be won. Whatever the situation is, you win out. I feel like one of the reasons you do those, because the environment that's connected right in with this, I feel like there's a stagnant energy there that you kick into gear. And you get it going again. I feel like the whole situation was stagnant because there was just either too many choices or they just couldn't decide what way to go, whoever they are. And you just get right in there and you just make a decision, like, let's go, and it works out well. The thing is, I think it might be kind of like a bull in a china shop technique. Like, you just kind of bust right in and you're like, all right, enough. Just, this is what we're doing, go. And that's how, it kind of feels like how it goes. Now, that being said, the people involved, you're connected with them. You feel good about the people involved. You like them. You trust them. You got the trust card here, you got the joy, and you got the authenticity. I feel like the way you're handling this, you just have confidence that, you know, they're going to understand. Like, I don't feel like you're coming at anybody. I don't feel like you're attacking anybody. But you go right into it. And you feel good about it. I don't really feel like you're mad. You're just like, we need to make a decision. Do this. Let's go. I don't feel like you're coming at somebody like you're angry with somebody at all. I don't feel like that's what's happening. You're just pushing things forward. You're just like, all right, stop twiddling your thumbs and circling in your chair. Stop. This is what we're gonna do. Go. And that's just how it is. The authenticity. I don't feel like you're just splitting hairs about it. You're just coming right out with it. You're not. It's just right to the point. So all these cards match in with this whole situation. I feel like it's just you're not holding back. That's what this is all about. You're just enjoying. You're doing what you feel like you should be doing. You don't feel bad about anything because you're not coming at anybody. You're just getting right to the point. You trust that they can do it. You have confidence in whoever these people are you're dealing with. You move things forward. I feel like that's how you're coming at it. For that reason, I don't feel like there's much of a problem with you on this side, but that overall energy makes me feel like some people you might have to just be a little, I don't know. Let's keep going because something's a little off here. Because I feel like this is how you go right in and you just, let's get going. I feel like some people may have been hemming and hawing a little too long. And you kicked it right forward. You're done. And I don't feel like you came at anybody though. All right, let's keep going. As you keep going, you got the Queen of Rods. All right, you have the Queen of Rods in the next part of action here. So I do feel like you're checking with people. You are touching base with those who seem to be stagnant or not able to make a decision or just kind of like bewildered. Those are the people you're making sure they're all right because they're an important part of the situation, an important part of your team probably, if you view it that way. So you are kind of like taking care of people and making sure they realize that you appreciate them. So I feel like with the Queen of Rods here, I'm getting like a motherly feel. Like, I don't feel like you're like pitying anybody and you're not looking to restart any type of bad behavior again. But you are acknowledging things and you're telling people why they're valuable. But if they start going down the little poor me or just the stagnant route again, you're just like, nope, keep going. We're not stagnating again. We're not doing that. But I appreciate you and you're very great for this. But you need to keep going. And I feel like that's kind of why you got the Judgment with the Five of Pentacles going on here. You are taking care of people. I feel like this is more about taking care of people. But you're making sure things keep going, and that's why the Judgment goes to your favor. Because you are caring for people, and you're looking out for their emotions and how they feel, and that's great. But if it seems to dip down into the land of pity or just returning to stagnation, you're like, oh no, we're not going there. I do appreciate you. You're doing well. Keep going. Keep going, and I do appreciate you. We're not going to do this pity thing. No time for it. Doesn't help anybody anyway. If you need help, then let's get you the help. But we're not just going to sit here and pity. Pity doesn't do anything for anybody. I feel like that's how it's coming through. There's history with these people. Whoever you're dealing with. For most cases, I feel like it's like a group of people, but it could be just one person you're dealing with. There's history with these. There's history here, and you're concerned about it in two ways. One, that they're going to take this really in a sensitive manner and it's going to be a problem. Two, they're going to go into the land of self-pity or something along those lines and go back to stagnating. You don't want either to happen, and you're getting very involved to make sure it doesn't. In your mindset, you got the King of Pentacles. You're keeping an eye on this. You're dedicated to keeping an eye on this. You're not wavering on that at all. You're keeping an eye on this. Either it's a group of people or a person. I'm thinking a lot of people it's a person. You're keeping your eye on them, and you're just like, nope. Gotta make sure that they stay on track. Keep them motivated. When I have to remind them that I value them, I will, but we're not doing this pity thing. I'm not doing the pity thing. Because of that, because as you go forward, you get along. Like, I know it's the Two of Cups, but for this situation, I'm really seeing, like, getting along, seeing eye to eye. Things is making a very stable environment here. Your dedication to holding on and keeping an eye out for this person to make sure they're not falling between the cracks again, it's working out. You're holding to that. The King of Pentacles with this card right next to it, it really makes me feel like you're just sticking with it. You're making sure you stay the same route. You're handling it the way you said you were gonna. You're not doing any pity. You're not doing the stagnation thing. You're making sure that everything keeps going. And the other person seems to be reacting very well to this. They seem to understand you. And while some people might play into their sadness, you're not going to do that. And it's working out. I feel like they're seeing the benefits of that. They're realizing, you know what, yeah, I don't need to be all humdrum about it or sad. You know, I'm just going to move forward. And it seems like you don't give them time to, like, do the woe is me thing. You keep them going. And that's working out. That's making the situation very stable. I feel like you're very dedicated to that mindset, and you're staying in that mode, and you're making sure it keeps going, and it's working. It's very much working. So now this situation, since it's general, could go a lot of different ways, but whatever it is, a decision is not being made. You get in there and you make the decision, or you push forward for the decision to be made. Either you make it, or you push hard enough that the decision is made. You're right to the point. You're like, let's just do this. You're free. The Joy card, I feel like, is you're freeing people up from mulling it over, just kind of getting drowned in it, just drowned into thoughts. Just like, let's go forward. You make sure that whoever it is, if it's one person or more, You're making sure that they don't get all drowned up in a pity party or stagnate again. You don't allow that to happen. You're aware of the history here that you have with them. You keep it going. And this you keep this going in the long haul. You just keep an eye out. I don't feel like it's like draining on you. I just feel like you're keeping an eye out to make sure that this person or people, whoever this group may be, or if it's just one person, like if it starts to dip down, you get right involved, you take care of it, you reignite it however necessary, and you keep it going. And I feel like you're appreciated for it. Like I feel like there's a camaraderie here because of it. You're handling it well. I feel like you're handling it very well, to be honest. And that's going to take you on. I feel like the whole thing about this is just that having that mindset is going to pay off for you, because you might be questioning it, like how long, like can I just like move on from this, or you might be like, do I really need to keep an eye out for this? And this might be just the affirmation. Yes, you need to keep an eye on this to keep it going. I don't feel like it's going to drain you. It's just something you got to keep an eye on here and there. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.